A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, there was a humble little accessory called a top tube bag. It looked like a miniaturized motorcycle gas tank and attached to your bicycle neatly behind the stem and steer tube. It perfectly held a couple of snacks, a multi-tool, and maybe even your trusty flip phone. But then something happened, just like your phone. It started to grow and grow and grow, and suddenly it could fit a smartphone, a banana, and so much more. Now it is so big it spans the entire top tube. But why would anyone need a bag on their top tube that's so big and, well, so strange looking? Stay tuned. The first oversized top tube bag I ever used was from Bike Bag Dude, and I got this in 2015. This is called the Garage. It was outrageously large, but incredibly useful for carrying extra food when, well, I lacked storage elsewhere. However, even this isn't technically a long top tube bag. Today, most long top tube bags measure at least 370 millimeters in length, with some spanning the whole length of your top tube. So for years, I've loved top tube bags for their convenience. On day rides, they're perfect for snacks, my phone, and tools. And for bike packing, they're ideal for keeping smaller items like sunscreen, a wallet, and snacks easily accessible. Personally, I prefer, say, top tube bags over stem bags because, well, it causes fewer interference issues. But the real question here is, what are the benefits of this growing trend in long top tube bags? So before we get into the pros and cons of these things, I do want to take a quick moment to let you all know that this video is supported in part by Salsa Cycles. Salsa is adventure by bike. Salsa offers a range of mountain bikes, gravel bikes, all-road bikes, and fat tire bikes, all thoughtfully designed to enrich and enhance your cycling experience. Salsa truly understands the transformative power of adventure by bike. So to discover more about their products, visit the card in the top right corner or also follow the link in the description below. The most obvious advantage of a long top tube bag is the extra space it provides when you're, say, on a long expedition, needing room for items that might come in handy down the road, or riding a smaller size bike or full suspension bike where limited triangle space makes it a challenge to pack for even an overnighter. So these bags thrive in those situations. I also know plenty of racers, both ultra endurance and day racers, who really love these bags for their ability to provide quick on the bike access to a lot of calories or essentials without actually having to stop pedaling. So this year I personally found long top tube bags incredibly helpful on a few trips. One instance was on my Atso Warrican that I just recently reviewed, when I didn't actually have a full frame bag to maximize my triangle space. In this setup, the long top tube bag bridged the gap, supplementing the lost storage capacity. While it wasn't a complete replacement for a frame bag, it made a big difference. So another example was during a day ride or day rides on my full suspension bike. The bag was a perfect fit for carrying tools, snacks, and even my small tripod, a piece of gear that I usually leave at home due to space constraints. And I definitely have noticed that the thoughtful design and shape of many of these bags, it definitely makes a big difference. I rarely encounter, say, knee rub issues with them, which isn't something I can say for a lot of wider top tube bags that I have used in the past. But let's be real here. These bags aren't without their downsides. So aesthetically, yeah, they're not exactly the most pleasing on the eye. My job often pushes me to try things that I wouldn't normally consider. And in the past, I never would have given a bag like this a second look simply because of its appearance. Even after using them a bunch recently, I still don't love the way they look, but sometimes function over fashion makes sense, right? That all said, from a functional standpoint, there are a few drawbacks. On bikes with higher top tubes like the Atso Warrican, these bags can further impede standover clearance, making it much more awkward to get on and off the bike. That's it on other bikes like the Surly Moonlander or mountain bikes or full suspension bikes with sloping top tubes. These bags use the available space quite effectively. Another consideration is weight distribution. So long top tube bags place weight higher on the bike, which can lead to a slightly top heavy feel depending on your setup. It's not a deal breaker if space is limited and you have no other options, but it is something to be aware of. And finally, there's the price. These bags are pricey. Many standard top tube bags cost between 30 and 60 USD, but long top tube bags can set you back upwards to 150 USD. All right, so despite their imperfections, I found long top tube bags to be a joy to use this year. They offer a unique storage solution that's particularly useful for bike packing and day rides. Whether the trade-offs are worth it is ultimately dependent on your needs, your bike, and your willingness to embrace their kind of unconventional look. All right, so there are several options for long top tube bags. And well, this trend kind of seems to have taken off in the UK with brands like Tailfin, Apidura, and Restrap kind of leading the charge. Other options exist as well, but let's start with Tailfin, whose long top tube bag just launched today. Yeah, and it's a big one. Oh, wow. So the Tailfin long top tube bags are essentially an extension of their top tube bags launched last year. And if you missed that video, I will link it in the description below. So these new bags share the same Hapalon ripstop nylon construction and familiar shape, but are, well, longer than the originals. So the standout feature on all Tailfin top tube bags is this V-mount system. Basically, it's a rubber mount on the underneath side of the bag that secures it to the top tube. Paired with their TPU straps or direct mount bolts, this system provides a snug, secure fit. In fact, it is the most stable top tube bag I've used, and the longer version is no exception to that. There's no need for additional attachment points to the head tube, or in this case, the seat tube for stability. So this design shines when carrying slightly larger loads, offering unmatched steadiness, as long as you have a straight or only maybe slightly curved top tube. So the new long top tube bag comes in 1.6, 2.2, and 3.0 liter options. They include some thoughtful internal Velcro add-ons like bag dividers and pockets for organizing belongings like your wallet or your flip phone. Yeah, your flip phone. The bags are relatively thin and taper nicely to minimize rub issues thanks to their carbon strut skeleton, which are noticeably more stiff than the plastic ones found on their shorter top tube bags. All right, so one standout feature is the dual zip system, which allows access from both the top and bottom of the bag. However, as I've mentioned before, and not just with Tailfin bags, but with many others, small coil zippers aren't built for the long haul. After about a year of use on my original Tailfin top tube bag, I ended up breaking the zipper earlier this year. And for this reason, I strongly urge manufacturers to switch to either molded tooth zippers or simply just use bigger coil zippers, which are far more durable. That being said, Tailfin's customer service is pretty great, and they offer their Tailfin Care warranty on issues like these, and they will likely replace them if you end up having, say, zipper issues. But overall, Tailfin's long top tube bags offer unparalleled stability and has made me a fan of this style of long top tube bags. As I was mentioning, these bags do come in 3 different sizes to fit different needs. The 1.6 liter option weighs 206 grams and measures 370 millimeters in length and comes in at 115 USD. So the 2.2 liter version steps it up to 250 grams, 470 millimeters in length, and 130 USD, while the largest, the 3 liter bag, comes in at 265 grams, spans 500 millimeters, and is priced at 150 USD, which is the most expensive top tube bag that we will look at today. Another UK-based bike packing brand, Apidura, also offers long top tube bags in both their race series and backcountry series. So I've had their backcountry long top tube pack for a number of years now, and while it hasn't seen a ton of use, it's a well thought out design, and it features a removable divider and HDPE plastic stiffener with cutouts, keeping the bag narrow to prevent knee rub while also keeping weight down. So similar to the Tailfin model, the Apidura bag is welded for solid water resistance and includes dual zipper pulls. However, it also uses the same delicate small coil zippers, a design choice that really needs to change for improved durability. In terms of stability, the Apidura bag isn't quite as secure as the Tailfin system, as it lacks a unique mounting system like Tailfin's V-mount. Instead, it relies on a head tube and seat tube strap to maintain stability. That all said, these straps do allow for good stability and single-handed opening and closing, which is not only important, but I think a crucial factor for these top tube bags. So the Apidura long top tube bag comes in two models: the backcountry long top tube pack, which offers 1.8 liters of capacity, weighs 200 grams, measures 370 millimeters in length, and costs $95 USD. And then the race long top tube pack, which is slightly larger at 2 liters of storage, but also weighs 200 grams, measures 440 millimeters in length, and costs $96 USD. While both models are more affordable than Tailfin options, they don't have that direct mount capability and require certainly a bit more attachment points for stability, which could be a factor depending on your setup and preferences. All right, so rounding out the UK-based options is Restrap, another brand offering what they call their race top tube bag in both a regular and long version. So the bag's design is similar to Apidura's, using straps around the top tube as well as the stack spacers and a seat tube attachment, creating a secure fit. It also includes plastic sheets to add structure on the sides and also helps kind of minimize any bulging when the bag is loaded. So the Restrap long top tube bag stands out with a unique kind of two elastic pocket feature near the top, which is ideal for, say, stashing small items or wrappers on the outside, which is a thoughtful and practical addition. So the regular version holds 1.5 liters, weighs 183 grams, measures 370 millimeters in length, and is priced at $98 USD. The long version steps it up to 2 liters of capacity, weighs 243 grams, and spans 490 millimeters in length for $105 USD. Dispersed is a newer custom bike packing bag company here in the United States, run by ultra endurance racers Andrew and Katie Stremke. So drawing on their racing experience, they've designed top tube bags tailored to fit your bike from head tube to seat tube for easy on the bike access. So priced at $140 USD, these bags include internal pockets, baffles, and a front cable port, and dual zipper sliders for added functionality. Another option is the Alpine Luddites. They also create custom top tube bags for longer rides on bikes with limited frame bag space. Made from materials like Jpaks and Apidura, they feature large number 10 coil zippers, optional foam padding for added protection, and hydration or cable ports for dynamo hub integration. And they also come in a variety of different colors. So one standout Miles mentioned is the Jpaks Snack Pack Footlong, but Jpaks also offers a larger version called the large Farva, measuring 381 millimeters in length. And while the exact capacity isn't stated on the website, the bag stands at 108 millimeters tall with a width of 83 millimeters at the front, tapering down to 38 millimeters at the rear. It features a daisy chain bottom, 2 inner Velcro dividers, and comes in a variety of colors and weighs 192 grams and costs $130 USD. There are plenty of other options, larger capacity options out there, like this Rogue Panda Alamo Gordito Grande, which only comes out to 280 millimeters, but offers a lot of internal volume. And then you've got this huge Nuke Sunrise Stitchworks Titan tank. There's just a lot of options out there, and you can find more top tube bags in our top tube bag gear index, which is linked in the description below. But if I missed anything that you're using in that long category, please let me know in the comment section below. And what do you think about these bigger and longer top tube bags? Would you give one a try, or are you steering clear? clear? Let me know in the comment section below. As always, thank you all so much for watching. And if you like what you saw in this video and want to see more like it, please hit that subscribe button and notification bell. And if you want to help support this YouTube channel, everything we're doing at BIKEPACKING.com, you can do so by joining the Bikepacking Collective. The Collective offers a lot of awesome perks, including industry discounts, monthly giveaways, and the twice yearly Bikepacking Journal. So to learn a little bit more about the Bikepacking Collective or to join, you can click on the card in the top right corner or also follow the link in the description below. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, pedal further.